watching us go crazy. I had to order more diapers, and when I already have diapers inside, see, look at them. Little pussy, bro. You're a pussy. Your wife wears the fucking pants.
It's poppin' Cloudy Gang. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Dream. If you're new, I'm gonna need you to stop what you're doing and make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe in advance. If you're back, then welcome back. You already know we lit. Ask y'all on Instagram, what did y'all want to see, or like what were y'all interested in seeing? Because yeah, I know I'm just now getting back into the whole YouTube thing after like a year, like months, whatever. Like I tried a couple months ago again and it didn't work. So here I am trying again now that I'm in a better atmosphere, better headspace, like, you know, my own place, my own apartment, because child, the tea is hot. Y'all been wanting me to do this story time, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna forget about some things, so I might have to do a part 2. But this video is gonna be very, like, I feel like this video is gonna be very long and very juicy already. I'm actually way more excited about my pregnancy this time around because everything is just so much more different this time. Like, I have a loving and caring man, somebody that actually like gives a fuck. That's what we always needed. My first pregnancy was very depressing. I completely had a kid with the wrong person. I just wish that I would have met my man now before my ex. I do not regret Rose, so do not take that as I'm saying, oh, she doesn't want, no, I love Rose to death. I just had her with the wrong person, but whatever, everything happens for a reason, and I'm happy now, and I'm set. Let's get right into the tea because y'all not here for that. And let me glue the rest of my nails on because this is giving very ratchet. Do that while I talk to y'all. Apparently I don't deserve to be anybody's mother. Like anybody's mother. Says my... Oh, look at this, guys. I don't deserve to be anybody's mother, but God said different. So he said, yes, I'm gonna give you another one. Like when she said, oh, you'll never get a car. Oh, yeah, like the car you were supposed to been getting. Like, da-da-da-da-da. Down to me about a car. Like, God literally gave me a car 2 days later. I kid y'all not. I be doing shit like that in my life. And I love when he shows out like that. I do. Because they be giving out the message like, hey, humble yourself. Because I do take care of the orphans and the people that don't have dads. And I might as well just say I don't have a dad because he's never really... Let me just stop right there. Let me go in chronological order and not get y'all mixed up. Just one of the many ugly things that this lady has said to me is I don't deserve to be anybody's mother. So, a few months ago, we had to stay at my dad's house to get back on our feet because, yeah, we were going through it, whatever. So everything was fine until my dad's wife all the way from Florida, because she didn't even stay in the state that we stayed in at the time, which was Georgia. And this just happened a couple of months ago. Like we only been in this apartment and in this new state since November. She was able to completely stir the pot all the way from out there. Like, I don't know how one does it, but she does that. Like, she knows what to do. The thing is that she knows everybody's triggers. She knows everybody's happy points. She knows everybody's, like, she is like a mental person. Like, she plays mental games. We went through months of torture and a whole lot of her trying to get us out of the house. She made my dad put cameras like right outside of our room, like where we were staying in. Right as we walked out, like there was a camera right there, like completely treating us like animals, like we're not humans. And then they also put cameras in the dining room area, the living room area, the kitchen, and I think that was it. Like, that's just all that you could see throughout the cameras. And before y'all say, what did y'all do with it? Nothing. All of this started because they don't know how to take accountability. At this grown age, they still expect somebody to just... All you have to do is take accountability, and they always take a problem that's this small and make it a big thing. Like, they make it it's like, you cannot come back from this, like, ever in life. What? Like, works, that's not what God said to do, especially to your kids. Like, I remember one time she found it was one summer, and I was in, like, 10th grade. She found a hookah pen, one of those hookah pens that they used to sell at, like, Hot Topic. Actually, I wasn't even 18 at the time. I was, like, 16, 17, I don't remember. One of the two. But her niece, my stepmom's niece, when she came to spend the summer with us, Georgia, from New Orleans, she had just graduated high school. She was going into college. So she brought her niece to spend, you know, the summer with us and like to get to know us and stuff like that. You know how parents do. But that wasn't like my blood cousin. That's her blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? But since my dad and her were together, like, whatever, her family's our family, blah, blah, blah. To buy one of those pens, you need somebody that's 18. I was not able to buy that pen alone. So one of the times that they dropped us off at the mall, we went into Hot Topic and I asked her like, hey, can you buy me this pen since you're 18? And it was just a hookah pen, like not like it wasn't even nicotine in there. It was like literally one of those little flavor pens. And I wanted it to like learn how to do the tricks. I just thought back then it was so cool to, I don't even know, like the French inhale. I was obsessed with that for some reason. I don't know why. When I learned how to do that, I was so hyped. But I didn't even smoke weed back then. I had never smoked a blunt, nothing. Never got high, none of that. I didn't even know what like it felt like, none of those things. I specifically wanted it for what the fuck I just said. When it was time for her niece to go back to New Orleans after months, apparently while she was going back to the airport, she snitched and told my stepmom that, hey, Dream bought a hookah pen from Hot Topic. And so she came back from dropping her off at the airport and she literally made the rest of my summer hell. Like she was talking about sending me back to Spain and like all types of drug addicts. I'm not gonna bring drugs in her house and that I bought the hookah pen. And I was trying to tell her like, she bought me the hookah pen. Like, well, says she want to snitch? Like, what the fuck? Let's tell on everything. Like, I'm not able to buy the hookah pen. She's like, no, you're lying. You bought the hookah pen because you're a liar, because you're this, because you're that. And it's always been that. Like, she's never tried to like, and my dad too, she made my dad act the same way that she was acting towards me. Like, they did not talk to me like that for the whole summer. Like, I was grounded. It was just like, I still remember it was one of the worst summers of my life. Like, I felt like I wanted to bury myself. It was like walking on eggshells. I really didn't even want to walk out of my room because I'm like, oh my God, like I did something so bad. And it's just like, bitch, it was just a fucking hookah pen. No nicotine, no nothing. It was literally just vapor. The way she made it seem, it wasn't just a regular, you did this so you're grounded. Like, she made it seem like the world ended. Like, I was just like nothing. Like, I needed to go back home, back to Spain to my mom. Going back to this past summer, I went in a room while we weren't there and they took the air mattress. Well, not they, my dad, take the air mattress out of the room that we were staying in. He allowed us to borrow a mattress when we first got there. And I guess he felt like, well, bitch, this is mine. So you're not using this anymore. Like, what type of man? You're not a man. You're, yeah. We did sleep on the floor for a little minute until we finally got the car and we were able to go buy our own mattress, you know, from the store, drive ourselves and stuff like that. This was all while he had his 50-something-year-old cousin living with him also as well and in his house while we were, you know, in a room right next to us with a queen-size mattress in his room, a TV, Wi-Fi, all you could eat, like everything, buying him food and stuff like that. He wasn't even helping us with rides at that point. Like, it was literally like, we were just in that house and he was just in that house. Like, no talking, no communication, like no help, no nothing. Like, we had to figure everything out. But it's like, I'm already used to, I've been so used to doing that. All I needed from him was a place to lay my head. Even if it was on the floor, bitch, I will figure out everything else. Absolutely everything else, like I always have. It's nothing new. That's why, like, that shit didn't bother me. Like, I was just like, okay, like, this is just like how, like, before type shit. Like, he allowed his 50-something-year-old cousin to smoke in his garage every single day before he went to work and like 4 a.m. and right after he came from work, like the rest of the night until he went to sleep. But then would try to call the police on me and my man, making up that we had weed in his house. I even allowed the police to come in one time and they literally saw no weed in my room. I'm like, yeah, you can search this whole room, entire room. You're not, I guarantee you're not gonna find anything. And they didn't. And I said, now if you search the room next door, I don't know what you might find. And she's like, I don't really care if there's weed in the house or not weed in the house because that's not the initial reason why she was there. Like, and she was like, I don't know what you and your dad's agreement is with the whole weed situation, but that's not why I'm here. Situation why they were there was because he wasn't allowing me, my family, to come back in the house. Like, he literally locked us out while he was inside the house. He made us wait at the park for hours without me being able to go inside and change my daughter. And I have video proof of that. I'm about to put that right here. Story time of my dad not letting me in. And I have my daughter right here. This is why I don't ever talk about my family in America. And they're watching as we make sure y'all saying hello. I have my daughter out here and they stopped the code. I can't even get inside the crib. I'm calling. He's inside the crib right now as we speak. But he's not finna answer. He's not finna answer. Hello? Like, what the hell? Like, my daughter is so literally. Like, do I have to go 2 houses down to your neighbors? Because even your neighbors fucking help us. All of it is going on YouTube. They don't let you in the house. I need to change her. Hello, I need to change my daughter. Fucking weirdo. But you're gonna come here and listen to what I'm saying instead of coming outside. Like, what a father, what a dad. About my daughter, y'all, if y'all see my tone and y'all see my demeanor, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're a mom, you know, going ballistic about Rose. I don't give a damn. So, yes, I was hostile. Yes, I was angry. Yes, I was livid. Mind y'all, the park is like a 10-minute walk, a 2-second drive from his house. So, once I came back, you know, and I realized that he wasn't letting me in, I sat down and I had to order diapers and wipes through Instacart, knowing I had diapers and wipes inside. He could have literally just handed me the diapers and wipes through the door, through the window, through anything, and then continued with his shenanigans. But I was adamant on changing my daughter. She was soiled at that point, and we had been waiting for hours. Like, come on now. Who in their right mind? But you love us so much. You love my daughter so much. But you'll let her go through that. The whole time he was just, my dad was inside of the house, his house, telling me that he didn't care and that he wasn't opening the door and to just wait for the police to get there. Like, police for what? What did you just call the police for? What now? The Instacart finally came. I had to change my daughter in his driveway because he didn't allow me inside still. So I had to change my daughter, I'm going to say it again, in his driveway, but he loves her so much.
In there watching us go crazy. I had to order more diapers, and when I already have diapers inside, see, look at him. Little pussy, bro. You're a pussy. Your wife wears the fucking pants. You're sick. She hasn't ate. My daughter hasn't ate nothing.
He just kept saying, like, wait till the police gets here. Wait till the police gets here. And all because he wasn't trying to let us in. And the police ended up telling him that in the state of Georgia, if you actually want to kick somebody out that's been living in your house for like over 2 weeks, which you have got to go through the courts at that point and like serve them an action. Matter of fact, one of the officers actually pulled me over to the side and was empathizing with me because she actually went through similar situations with her stepmother and father when she was younger. We actually had a very good conversation and she even gave me pointers afterwards. Eviction. It's not your law, it's Georgia's law. That's exactly what came out of their mouth before they arrested him. But we're gonna get there to the arrest later on, just because I be getting beside myself. Like, this is definitely not what coming home is supposed to be like, but this is definitely why I left in the first place, because it was always some mental shit, and my dad has never chose me. He's always let his wife treat me and say to me anything that she's ever wanted to do and say to me. He's never defended me, never stepped up for me, never told her, hey, you're wrong for this, that, and the third. Never told her, hey, you need to apologize for it, but made sure to tell me, like, go apologize to her for doing that. Go apologize to her for talking like that. But never made her take accountability when it came to me. So I always felt not fucking chosen. I'm gonna say that for the rest of my fucking life. I don't give a fuck. He's always allowed everything to slide, and I always had to shut the fuck up. Well, now I'm not shutting up no more. And yeah, like, we're adults now. Like, all that mental stuff and all that like lying stuff and like planting seeds and like just being weird, like all of that doesn't work anymore. Like, we are coherent now. We're here. Like, we can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know what they be thinking. Like, you can get over and like people don't know any better about anything. Like, I'm lost. Like, as a parent, you're not supposed to be like that. For y'all say, oh, why y'all didn't go? Like, why y'all didn't leave? Da-da-da-da. We were literally in the middle of stacking. Like, we were not able to go any fucking where. Like, honestly, if I didn't have a kid, like, yeah, I would have been going from house to house, like, from friend to friend. I could do that. But since I had my daughter and no car and no nothing, like, how the fuck am I even getting anywhere? I'm gonna have to keep asking people. No, I was not doing that. And I was already all the way the fuck from, like, all my people were. I was in McDonough, Georgia, and moved from, like, around Sandy Springs. Like, that's where all my people were. So that shit was already, like, an hour and some change. Like, an hour and 50 minutes with traffic. Atlanta traffic, if you know, you know. Hated it so much. We were literally in the middle of stacking just so we can move as quickly as possible. Because if they think that they didn't want us there, like, we did not want to be there either. Like, we wanted to get the fuck ASAP. Every day I was crying. Every day I was having a mental breakdown. Like, I could not deal with this. Like, the thought of my father has always hurted me. Like, that shit hurts like he's gone and he's still alive. Does that make sense? Like, bitch, And he don't give a fuck. I've told him this. That he don't give a damn. He think that I'm deranged, that I'm just crazy, that I'm just talking. Oh, you just smoke too much. Like, okay, well, now I don't smoke because I'm pregnant. Now what? I feel the same exact way that how I felt like before. And before I ever started smoking. I've always felt like this about my dad. What he don't understand is that this is not a new feeling. This is not a new, like, thing, bitch. This has been a thing. You understand? Like, anyways, going back to a few months ago, listen to this deranged shit. So she will watch us and argue through the camera with us all day long. Like, it's like she couldn't wait till we open our room door to, like, then you would just hear that little noise that the cameras made. Ding, ding, like, bitch. And I would just always be like, here she go again. Like, shit is just, it was never ending. She would chime in our conversations. She would argue with us and curse us the fuck out. And I also have proof of all of that. She would randomly just get on there just talking like crazy. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you doing? Nobody's even speaking to you or about you. Everything was quiet in the house and you just start randomly saying, calling me bitches and calling me like, what? I just wanted to say. I'm not arguing with a bitch that used to drop her husband off at the strip club to go fantasize about another bitch and then come home and fuck on me fantasizing about another bitch. So please stop talking to me. Like, girl, ATD knows, the whole family knows what you used to do. Just stop, please. But I'm the crazy one. She also made him take my daughter out of the room that she was staying in.
And she stole your package.
Okay. See, I love this for me. Like, this is what I wanted. This is what I needed. All glory to God. Thank God. I be thinking we're not moving, but we are moving. I need to be more grateful. Like, and like stop and see and realize, like, I'm in the middle of a fucking prayer. Like, I'm so happy I'm making this video because at first I didn't even feel like making it. The bitch, it's making me realize like I literally am in the middle of a prayer. Like, and I be thinking God don't listen to me and he don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's right here the whole time. Like, I'm not tripping on not having a dad. Like, I have a dad. I have a father, okay? Because a father is a provider, a protector, a defender. A dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just the donor. But anyways, my dad has a four bedroom. Una, dos, tres. 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, okay, house, 2-story home. And he took my daughter out of the room that he had her staying in, which was her own room for herself, you know, with her bed and her toys and stuff like that. He locked it up. He locked all the rooms up. He put her in the crammed up room with me and my man.
Leave. Thank you. Tell her to shut the fuck up. Hey, watch what I said. Now she finna come on this one. Thank you. Y'all see what the fuck I mean? Oh my God.
And look at you still talking. Like, just stop talking. Just stop
You
talking.
see, like, she don't stop.
Just stop talking. Just stop talking. Just stop talking. Y'all both acting like kids. Both of y'all. Y'all both some kids.
But she's a grown bitch.
Both
That's
y'all
the only
kids.
difference.
No, that shit is not it. Just shut up, bro. Please, like, just stop. Stop talking, bro. Y'all making it hard on yourself, bro.
Mommy, stop.
Like I said.
For the best that I know, you better shut the fuck up because you're forgetting that you're not my family no more. Shut the fuck up. Come on, open the door. I'm not hearing nothing else she's saying. Like,
Okay, no problem. She made him turn the internet, and I feel like it's not even she made because she's able to control like all of like the codes for the doors and turning the locks on and off and like the alarms and the Wi-Fi's and all of that. So I'm pretty sure she was the one to do that. My dad don't got time to do all of this. Like, he be too focused on work. He really don't ever give a fuck about much until this like start getting in there. And it's been like this I swear to God. Turned the Wi-Fi and TVs off all day, like for the entire day, so my daughter could just sit at the wall and look and just be airy and agitated whole entire day until my dad and the cousin you know, came back home from work, and that's when she turned the Wi-Fi on. But then she changed the password, so we still didn't have the Wi-Fi. Like, we couldn't log in on our computers. My boyfriend, he couldn't finish school. Like, he was in real estate school. He could, like, he had to go to the park to get Wi-Fi and finish school.
Puppy. Oh, mommy, it's a puppy. Hi.
Come put your boots on.
Hi, puppy.
It's not your puppy, that's a demon. Sit down.
No, you're the demon. Every life you have touched has been evil. You are the demon. I don't know how many times that I'm gonna have to show you that you need to change your ways. You are the devil. You bring the negative energy. You always have, always will. Since Spain.
You see, I'm just quiet, right? Okay. Let's go. I'll say it again. I said, you guys are a facade. How do y'all say that y'all love Rose? Listen.
You're ashamed to the cause that you name. You're just ashamed. Like, you're just a disgrace to the cause you name.
You are so, like, you're glued to the camera. I was right. You can't wait. You have nothing else better to do as a grown-ass woman than to be glued to the camera. Let's see when they talk. Let's see when they talk. Let's see when they talk. Like, you're weird, bro. Like, you keep saying, yeah. Just, yeah. You're gone now. You're throwed, Mississippi. You're throwed, and it's okay. Yeah. I'll shut up. Oh, actually, I have to unlock the back door. Come here. Stay right here, okay? Stay right here. Oh, yeah. That's you. You destroy the whole family and still think that he loves you. You're delusional. And this bitch destroyed the whole family and still think that she's not disappointing. Goodbye. It was all types of shit like that. And my daughter, she had already had barely any toys in there because we were not even planning on staying there that long, but it's just like shit happens, you already know. Like, she really didn't have nothing to do, so she really was an agitated, like, baby. And I just felt so bad and, like, even worse because as a mother, because I'm like, damn, like, see, like, this shit wouldn't even be in this situation if whatever shit happens, life happens. To go through it, it'll never happen again. Believe me. She made my dad, like, separate all of his food from the fridge from ours, all of his food from the cabinet from ours. Like, she kept calling the police to the point that they came and looked her in the eye through the cameras because, mind you, she is still in Florida through all of this. She is not in Georgia. So there was a Ring camera outside by the outside door. So the police comes and looks her through the camera, and he's like, ma'am, like, stop calling unnecessarily. Like, literally, like, it's nothing going on here. And then gave us one of these, like, y'all straight, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch. For example, the night that my dad got arrested, he got arrested because they kept calling the police, and I'm pretty sure it was her behind his ear because my dad was drunk at that point. Like, he was drunk. And he kept being on the phone with this lady. I know how she is. That's just what she's gonna do. The police, they came 4 or 5 times. They're like, the next time y'all call. And that was the day, by the way, that was the day that he wasn't allowing us in. So after the first time that the police came, he allowed me in, but he didn't let my boyfriend in. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to go through this shit again. Opened up the door. I didn't call the police. I opened up the door the first time, like, to allow him in. And then my dad was standing behind me like, yeah, he's not coming in type shit. And I'm gonna call the police again to make sure that he doesn't come in. So he calls the police, and the police comes again, and they're like, sir, and he's drunk, like, he's drunk. They like, sir, we had already told you that they could come in and how you have to do things if you want them evicted. He's like, follow the law. Finally, we are able to come in. Then he starts getting very disrespectful about my boyfriend's daughter. I also have this on video. Drunk.
You heard me.
Say it again.
None of my kids being molested.
Right, but mine's are, so
Your
Look at
kid
him.
up north and you
Drunk.
down here.
He's literally embarrassed to even come from that tree. Like, I don't know. I'm not black anymore. Fuck it. I'm just kidding. But you feel me? Like, it's fucking embarrassing at that point. Not the black card, but like, just to even carry this, his blood. He got very disrespectful about my boyfriend's daughter that got sexually assaulted. Then they called again, but like I refuse to think my dad is this dumbass man because he's really intelligent actually. So it's like, I know that this lady had to get in his head. Like I don't ever want to think that my dad be wanting to do these things to me or that my dad, but maybe he is like this. Maybe he do want to do these things to me. Maybe nobody is getting in his head. But for years, I always gave him that excuse. Like I would still go and talk to you. I would still do therapy with you. I would still, but not that, because she has ulterior motive. Now I'm a woman. I'm a grown woman now. So now that I get to see and understand and look back at how you used to act and the things you used to say as me being a kid and what you used to do, is like, that was deranged. It was a lot of derangement going on. Like, you've been needing help and you've never taken the time out to go get that mental help, and it shows. That's why it's so important for me. I'm in therapy already, by the way. It was so important for me to get in therapy because I'm like, I do not want to carry these toxic behaviors. Like, because yes, part of my life I did grow up with this lady, so I do partake in some of the like traits how she is like, I be realizing myself, I be having to catch myself sometimes like no ma'am, that's not how you're gonna be. So whatever, they called again and they took my dad to jail, arrested. It's just, he's been blind for years. Like many family members have tried telling him, a lot of people have tried telling him, and it's just like he don't see, and he's not gonna see, or he don't want to see, or I don't know if he just don't, I don't know what it is. I don't know, because I give him mad excuses just because he's my dad. But it's like, I need to stop doing that because he is a grown-ass man, just like I'm a grown-ass woman, right? And me at this age, I'm still in my 20s. So it's like, if I'm able to realize and see, like, there's no way why him at his big age should not be able to sit down and realize and see. Like, I think that that's weird. Like, I don't know. And it hurts my feelings. It makes me angry. It makes me sad. It makes me all the emotions in one, and like just a knot right here. And it's just like, no, you're part of why I am in therapy now. And I'm going to get rid of that knot, and I'm going to forgive y'all without an apology, because that's what God will want me to do. And that's what's going to give me peace as a person. So yes, I'm moving right along with my life. I even think I already forgave y'all. I don't think about y'all like that. It was so much more. All of these events are cool and all, like, because all we needed really was a place to lay our head in. But it's just, when you go back home, you're not expecting to go back home to that type of shit. Like, you're grown now and you just thinking you're about to go get help from your parents, or not even help, like just a breath of fresh air, bitch. Not this mental game. Like, god damn. I have so many story times I shouldn't have. Like, since a little girl, I remember she called us bastards one time, me and my sister, from the same mom type shit. And I didn't even know what that word meant until that day. That's the day I found out. It's like things like that be stuck in my head. You know what I'm saying? I was like 9, 10. Like, aren't you with the man whose sack we came out of? How the fuck are we bastards? And all because she was having an argument with my dad. This was the time that we were in Miami. We were coming back from the beach and they got into like this huge argument. She was like making my dad swerve the car. Like, she was hitting my dad in the car. She was she threw this cup in the air that had soda in it, and it hit everywhere in the car. And me and my sisters was just in the back, like, just like, what the fuck? Like, we were literally on a bridge, you feel me? And the ocean right underneath us. So it was a very scary situation. Those are things that I don't forget. And it's like, at that grown age, you did not give a fuck about the 3 little girls that you had in the back. You was literally like hitting the fuck out of this man, like that, punching on this man, like making him swerve into all the lanes to the left, all the lanes to the right. Like, that was the grace of God. We did not go into the ocean that day. I'm so serious. Just all types of bitches since I was a little girl, and my dad has never said a bitch ass thing. Like, he just let things slide. Little things that then she'll try to cover up by being nice or doing something nice that we like. Literally, it will make you think her actions. Like, if you was to think weird about anything, you're like, nah, but she did this after. So it's like, no, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? When you finally grow up and you see, you're like, putting 2 and 2 together, you're like, that, what the fuck? Obviously, these people are cut the fuck off, like, completely, forever, for life. I don't ever want to see them again. It's very sad to say that, but I really am not lying. I don't want to see them again. It cost me my peace and a lot of trauma that now I'm going to have to fix on my own, because if I just don't want to pass these traits and behaviors down to my kids. I'm not. I'm not. And now I'm pregnant too. Like, I don't want these things to weigh me down. Like, these thoughts of like the past and like how I don't even want to think about it. Like, if I could just erase that part of my life, like I really would right now. And that's how I know that I'm not all the way healed just yet. When I finally feel nothing but like, God forgive them, that's when I'm gonna be okay. And so I'm waiting to get to that point. And so I'm working to get to that point, and I will get to that point. Of this video, one of the last things that lady said to me was that I don't deserve to be anyone's mother, but my God thought different, and I am a damn good mother, 100%. Anyone that knows me will vouch for that. Before all of this, she always used to praise me, and before I met my man, how I was holding it the fuck down by myself, and I was doing my thing, and telling me how great of a mother I am. And then when Mad Day comes, now I am the worst mom of 2020. What the fuck are you talking about? Make up your mind. Am I a good mom or a bad mom? What are you? Never had not one reason to say this. What about you? What are you? Like, what are you? Because you got in between a marriage where there were 2 kids involved, and you did not stop until the wife, which was my mother, until my mother left my dad for cheating and getting a side bitch pregnant. And she never came back to him again. He was begging her and begging her and begging her to come back while you were pregnant. She never came back again. That was the love of my dad's life. Like, he would tell you, like, to this day. That's another reason why she's mad, why she hates me so much, and she's doing all of these things to me. I probably should have started off with that, because as a woman, it would have stung me for sure. Like, but that's the truth. Like, my dad is in love with my mom. My mom is my dad's first love. When he gets drunk, he tries to call her still. My mom lives all the way in Spain. I told her the truth. Like, when my dad didn't stand up for me, one of those times that I was still in his house a few months ago, I'm like, bro, I've been holding you down for years. Like, he's been calling my mom for years and lollygagging on the phone with my mom for years. And my mom is like, I'm going to tell your wife, Aaron. I'm going to tell your wife. Like, you just don't stop. Like, da-da-da-da. And he always like, shit could have been so different. Like, if I don't deserve to be a mom, then I don't know what you deserve. Because it's like, look at what you got to explain to your children when they grow up. Like, oh, I was a thotty and I got in between a marriage just because I wanted that dick bad. I couldn't go get any other single dick. No, I went to go get a married dick. I didn't want to go get a new single dick. I wanted to go get this married dick and get pregnant by that married dick. You don't deserve shit, in my opinion. But hey, you're a thotty. If you're watching this, which most likely you are, because you literally make fake TikTok account pages every single day, and I keep blocking them every single day just to comment ill things under every single one of my posts, and it's delusional at this point. Actually, it's getting out of hand because you're 50-something years old, and it's getting like obsessive behavior. That's what it's giving. Like, I'm about to do a restraining order and stalker-ish, you know what I mean? I'm not liking that sound. Shouldn't have went as far ahead as trying to include my peers, baby dad, mom, baby dad, friends, work friends, and everybody that might be close to me or know me in our shitty family business, because nobody asked you about it. Everybody was confused on why you were even hitting them up about it, and you kept going just because you wanted to leave me completely alone. That's one of the things you kept saying in the messages. You're alone now, watch this. You're alone now, you're alone, you're alone. Watch what? Everybody thinks that you are deranged at the age of 50-something years old. That shit is not normal, especially when people are telling you to stop and that they are not in this. They have nothing to do with this. They're so confused on why you're even like talking about this with them. Like, I was actually not even all the way on good terms with my baby dad's mom at that point until I had to call her and explain to her like what the fuck was going on, because she's like, hey, this is what's going on with this. What the fuck? Like, she was lost herself, and then I had to break everything down to her and explain everything to her, and she was like, yeah. Lucky for me, I always have and save the proof of everything, like of everything from 1999, bitch. Not just the aftermath like you have. That's what you do. You just show you throw rocks and hide your hands. You do something and be like, ew, look at how she's acting. But show everything so they can see why I'm acting like that. You feel me? But like I said, I'm gonna forgive you and your husband. The flesh don't want to, trust me. am close to hating y'all. Like, I don't, because hate is a strong word. That's what the flesh don't want, but the spirit is calling for something different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna make sure that before I leave this earth, I forgive y'all. For my sake, God be forgiving me and still chooses to love me, so I gotta move in the same light, and I gotta move in the same way, just like that. And that's like literally here so hard and right here in my chest. I'm in therapy and shit now, so I'm gonna be all right. Respectfully, fuck y'all. We will never be again. Family don't get a pass to be toxic and manipulative just because they're family. No. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, this little story time that y'all been wanting to hear, if y'all have more questions, you're welcome to ask them in the comment section below. I will make a part 2 if I need to. Other than that, comment other ideas that y'all want to see on my channel. I was gonna do a baby names video with my man, like baby names that we might have thought of and baby names that y'all have suggested on my Instagram page, but I don't know. I feel like that video would be kind of boring, so just comment down some different ideas that I could do. I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm probably about to go fix dinner or help him fix dinner because he's already started and the baby is hungry. Oh, wait. Sorry. My Amazon wish list will be down below. It's not gonna be a baby registry just yet. I put the baby registry on only one of my videos, but I'm not gonna put it out anymore until I find out what the actual gender of the baby is. So as of right now, I do have my wish list down there if y'all, want to help your girl with like my little house necessities and stuff like that. Also follow my new Instagram at Loving Dream with two V's as in victory, because you already know they decided to off me. Also, I post daily vlogs on TikTok. If you want to follow me on there too. All of that shit is going to be down below. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'm going to see y'all next time.